When I found out I was going to be a parent, I immediately felt a lot of anxiety and worry. So I went on to BetterHelp to try to look for a therapist to help me with that.
My relationship with my family and with my boyfriend and with myself were suffering. I really needed help.
I was ruminating a lot. Really getting those thoughts out to a therapist and getting feedback was just life-changing.
Discover what BetterHelp Online Therapy can do for you. Visit BetterHelp.com today.
Welcome to the Instagram Stories for Thursday, June 8th. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. We are going to do a quick hit of Instagram news, and then we're going to get into some information shared by the head of Instagram, Adam Mosseri, all about what to do if you are not getting the reach that you want to get on Instagram. And none of us are getting the reach that we want to get on Instagram, so you're going to want to pay attention for this. But first, let's get into the news. The head of Meta, Mark Zuckerberg, posted in his Instagram channel today that Meta Verified is now available in more places. He said, Meta Verified is now available in India, the UK, and Canada, with Brazil coming soon. If you would like to subscribe to Meta Verified and you live in one of those places, now you have the opportunity to do that. He also said something very key. Any previously verified account will maintain its status on Instagram and Facebook for free. I believe that he put that line in there because Twitter is charging people who were verified previously in order to keep that verification. And in some cases, they're charging very large dollar amounts. So Mark Zuckerberg making that differential between him and what Elon Musk is trying to do, just putting it out there so everyone is aware of exactly how Instagram and Facebook are going to work when it comes to people who are already verified. Now let's get into Adam Mosseri's advice on how to grow your account, and he starts with talking about shadow banning. Shadow banning is a term that is generally used when you just feel like the algorithm is punishing you unnecessarily, you're not getting any reach, you used to get great reach, now it's terrible, you're shadow banned. I'll let him explain.
I do want to talk about shadow banning, which is an issue we take incredibly seriously at Instagram. Now, shadow banning as a term means different things to different people, but it generally is used to describe a situation where you're not getting as much reach as you think you deserve. And I want to debunk a really popular myth out there, which is that we do not suppress reach in order to get accounts to pay for ads. If there's an audience that is interested in what you share, it is in our interest as a business to help connect those people to your content as effectively as possible. Because the more we connect those people with the content they're interested in, the happier they're going to be, the more they're going to use Instagram, the happier you're going to be, the more you're going to use Instagram. And then we can run a business by advertising against that engagement elsewhere. Now, I do want to also be clear that there are some instances in which we will reduce an account's reach or remove a piece of content because it violates our community guidelines, for instance. But it's important that you have full information and context whenever that happens, which is why we've built something that we call account status. So if you go to Profile Settings, you can go to Account Status, and there's really important information there about your account. You can see, one, have we removed any photos or videos that you've posted on Instagram because they violate our guidelines, and you can appeal those decisions if we've made a mistake. Two, you can see your account recommendability status. So are your photos and videos eligible to show up in surfaces like Explore or Reels where people are seeing things from accounts they do not follow? And you can see why that status is the way it is, and you can remove something if you need to or appeal a decision. And third, you can also see, is your account eligible to be recommended in surfaces like Search and accounts you should follow? And again, you can appeal any decisions there because you deserve to know what's going on with your reach on Instagram. So please check out Account Status.
I appreciate all that information, and I'm glad he gave the practical information of what you can do if you feel like you're not getting the reach that you should, like things you can actually check. That is good. However, I continue to think the reason we're not getting the reach that we want is because of how many different things there are to do on Instagram, which are competing for attention, plus you factor in suggested posts and ads, plus you factor in the draw of TikTok or Disney Plus or Netflix or other apps that just take up so much time and attention. It's really tough to get the views that you want on Instagram because of it. That's my overall opinion. We are going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to get into a deep dive on how to get more reach on Instagram. So stick around.
This episode is brought to you by Michigan Economic Development Corporation. In Michigan, you can have both a rewarding career and a quality lifestyle, with plentiful career opportunities in world-changing, innovating industries, from electric vehicles to clean energy to biotech, with room for advancement no matter where you are in your career. Plus, Michigan offers a welcoming, beautiful, affordable, and inclusive community for all. Live your best life. You can in Michigan. Visit themichiganlife.org.
And we are back. Okay, so how do you actually get more reach on Instagram? This is the key question. Here's Adam Mosseri's answer.
Lastly, I want to call with some advice on how to grow your reach and grow your audience on Instagram. Now, unfortunately, I need to be honest, there are no silver bullets, but there are some best practices that do tend to work. The first, which is probably the most important, is to experiment. Every audience is different, and what they're interested in is also different. So you're going to need to experiment and figure out what resonates with the people that follow your account. The second is check your insights. This helps you figure out what's working and what's not. Now, don't overreact to any one photo or video, but look for broader trends. What type of content tends to do well? What kind of content tends to do less well for you? And then evolve or iterate from there. Third is collaborate with other creators. We know people love seeing creators come together to create new things and to be creative in new and collaborative ways. Fourth is make sure you check out account status to see if there's any recommendability issues with your account so that you can address those or appeal if we've made a mistake. And lastly, try and create original and engaging content. We're getting better over time at understanding the difference between aggregators and creators that make original content, and we're going to look to favor the latter as much as possible.
Okay, that is going to do it for today's episode. Thank you so much for listening. I am actually headed to a conference this weekend. It is a Bible conference all about exercising patience. I have a part on that conference, a couple parts actually, so I don't think I'm going to have an opportunity to record another episode, but if you have an opportunity, please go on my Instagram or TikTok page. I have posted some new videos there and I would love to get your input. It's similar content to this in bite-sized pieces, but I'm trying to make it engaging. You know how it is. Thank you so much for listening as always, and I hope you have a great weekend.
Instagram news got you covered, sometimes even TikTok. Relevant platforms in the metaverse ahead of the wave, without a break or a pit stop. Still waiting for Zuckerberg to give me the big job. Pause. Use trademarks and logos with Insta's permission, of course. If you like the show and you gain some good info, maybe leave a review. It's the type of applause. Just drop me a message if you want to collab. If you got some good content or you want to run ads, at Daniel Hill Media is where I am. TikTok, Facebook and Instagram.